Hello and good morning to everyone watching this particular video. I want to say very big thank you to all those who keep trusting in the Sina Forest brand. If this is your first time of watching the video, I would urge you to stick and stay, subscribe to the channel, and then follow the analysis that we put in every day. This channel is dedicated to trading of gold, and what we do here is to daily analyze the possible entry points that we should be looking out for as we trade gold day by day. So if you are joining us for the first time, I would say thank you for chancing on this particular video and urge you to subscribe, stick and stay as you enjoy the analysis process of our daily trades that we take on gold. Now let's look at what to expect today on the 4th of June 2025. We look at the entry point that we should look at. Now, if you look at the chart currently, we're just building up from where we left off yesterday. And if you look at the analysis that we have been analyzing so far, the whole of this zone was a retracement that we took from last week, and the retracement that we took gave birth to our current low points that we are having for our impulsive move that has taken effect. Now, this low point gave us the high points that we are seeing here, and we had our first higher low point. Expecting price to move from the higher low point to give us a higher high point. Now, as we can see, after Tuesday's trading, which is yesterday's trading, we can see that price has printed out a higher high point here for us to work with today. Now, what I'm expecting price to do currently as we see this particular point that price respected, this zone was the zone that we were looking out for to take our buys that would possibly break this higher high point that has been created. That could possibly break this higher high point that has been created. And we can see that price has respected that zone very well. Now, from what currently price is printing, you will see that price currently is moving or reacting under this resistance zone, this short-term resistance zone. Now, from our previous analysis, you realize this was the last high point price created when it was doing the retracement sales. This was the last high point it created when it was doing the retracement sales. And you can see price reacted on it yesterday to give us the sales that we took. That was the reaction we had. And so for today, if I'm going to take buy trades, what I'll be looking out for on the chart is to see this happen. Either price pulls back from this resistance zone into our support zone for us to take our buys up to the top, or price respecting our daily support zone, which is our 33.15. If price wants to pull very deep into our buy zone. Remember, we're using this whole spot as our buy zone. The whole of this spot is our buy zone. And price yesterday respected the first zone, which is 35.30 zone. And with the resistance that we are having here, which could possibly make price to drop, once we have that particular drop, it is either price respects the 35.30 zone once again to give us something like a double bottom, and then it rallies up. So if price is going to respect it, we will be having something like a double bottom that will push price to the top. If not, and it would pull back very deep into the main zone that we're talking about, then I would expect our 33.15 zone to hold the buys for us so that we'll be able to get to our target of 34.35 that we are looking for our first major TP point. And then we know that our 3,500 is also achievable, which is our long-term TP zone. Now, we said that in worst cases, we would expect our 32.85 zone to be respected should price pull back very deep into this zone. By looking at what price is doing, I think we would be able to have the first scenario if should price move back, either it respects our 35.30 zone or move deep to 33.15 to give us um, a buy trade. Now, if that doesn't happen, if price doesn't sell, but rather breaks the level above, as price is under the resistance, if it breaks the level that the resistance above, then I'll be looking at a confirmation at the 33.65, 33.60 zone to lead me to the upside. So I would only buy from the top when price has been able to break this our short-term resistance, which is our main high point that was created for the retracement. If price is able to break above that, then I'll start looking for buying opportunities from that point. Other than that, my main buying opportunities, I would be looking at it from this buy zone once again, or if possible when price pulls deep into our main zone 33.15 to rally price to the top. So these are the two areas that I'm looking to take buys from on gold. As currently price is printing, if it gives a sell confirmation under the resistance, then I would be taking the sell down to this particular point to see what exactly the price will be giving us. So here this becomes a assumed higher low point. I say assume higher low point because price can break it in order to touch the 33.15, and if that happens, then it means that we would now be using that point as a higher low point. Currently, we don't have any higher low point created currently. For us to have a higher low point created, we should have this high point broken. Then we will be able to say we have a higher low point around this particular area. But once we don't have it broken, I will just use this as our uh, assumed or our possible, let me use the word possible, our possible higher low point. So let's see what happens within the day, and then I will follow through as price prints the candles on the entry zones that we are looking at. There's something I want us to have a look at that will serve as a new, let me say, a reason to help us have more confidence in the buy trade that we are having. When we take the chart on a larger view this way, you would see that the current impulsive move that we are looking for is moving in a channel form. You can see that we have some sort of channel movement from this particular spot. Now this channel has a hidden support zone that it builds its channel on. Now when I talk about hidden support zone, I'm looking at this supports this particular support. So you realize we had a touch on this support zone that got broken. Now after the support got broken, under normal circumstances, we would expect a retest to be done. Once this zone is broken, we will be expecting price to retest this and then continue down in the channel to move along the line. But as you can see, it has not been respected now. And so as price is printing the various structures that we are seeing, this is the impulsive move that we had. And then we have it getting broken from this particular part. So here we are looking at another impulsive move taking place. And if this impulsive move should take place, I'm looking at it moving or creating structures that will be able to fulfill the path that is being created in the channel that we are seeing. So that is one confluence that we can add to our buy reasons for today or in the days ahead. That is one of the reasons that we can add to it. So as price is moving, should price move in the channel that we have drawn, then I would be expecting price, as I said, as this particular zone is being respected, started being respected from yesterday. So as being respected, should price pulls back to this particular zone and it does not hold, but rather decides to fall deep into our daily zone, which is the 3315 zone, it will be around the touch of the what? Trend line channel. That's the channel for the trend line. It will be around it. And that will also confirm the move that we are looking at so that we will be able to have the buy trade that we are looking at. The channel is only serving as a confluence to help us know the direction that we are going. So once price is able to pull back to that particular zone, it tells us that we are getting a good position for our buy trade. Now, should that particular zone get broken, as in 3315, you would see that when it gets broken, it will be a possible break of the trend line of the channel. And when that happens, it means that we will be looking at the worst case, the short-term support zone that I keep talking about, to either pull us back to our buy bias or to lead us down for more sales to happen. As I said yesterday, I'm not expecting price to fall back to this level. I'm not expecting price to fall back to this weekly zone. I'm not expecting price to fall back here. If price should fall very deep, I'm expecting it to get to this level. And if it gets here and it fails, then I know this zone will not hold for ourselves. And so we need to go down further. But as we are looking for more buying opportunities, the only zones that I would want price to respect in order for me to have full confidence that we are really buying is for price to either respect our 33, 35, 30 zone or to respect our 33, 15 zone for a strong pullback to the upside. And if that happens, I'll be looking at our first TP zone 34, 35, and then our final TP zone by close of week, maybe should price be able to get there. Other than that, we just continue the structures until we are able to hit that zone. So in summary, for today, I am expecting price to react on these three entries for me. My first entry is either as price is selling, it gives me a buy confirmation at 33, 35, 30 zone for me to take my buys to the top, or as price is selling, if the selling pressure continues in a deep pullback, I expect 33.15 to hold, which will lead me to the upside. If our selling pressure or the sales that we are seeing does not hold, then what I would expect price should break above this resistance that we are having, that price is respecting under now. Should price break above it, then I look for buying opportunities on this support zone that will lead us to our 34, 35 zone that we're talking about. So this is what I'm looking at on gold for today. These three entries is what I'm looking out for buys on gold today. If you have been following me, ensure you subscribe to my channel where we take our daily trade based on whatever we have analyzed here. If you have not been subscribing to my channel, I urge you to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and then get notified anytime a new video drops. Also share to your friends, share to incoming traders, share to traders that need to trade gold or traders that want to trade gold. Let us form a community whereby we all make money from this simple analysis that I keep doing. Thank you for watching and see you in the morning.